Hi everybody, this is Keith from New Hampshire. This is welcome to Vandolph the White, and I'm here to show you how to do the automatic roof lifting thing. We're here on near the shores of Lake Winnipesaukee. That's why it says Winnipesaukee on it. Anyway, no further ado, let's go inside. Let's take a look. We climb in, turn down the heat. It's 22 degrees here in New Hampshire today. So this is what first thing we want to look at. This is I have this wired into the lamp so that the remote, which is here in my hand, will only work when you turn on the light. So now the light's on. You can see some of the wiring here. I won't go into the details on the wiring right away. Anyway, so we have the light on. I'm going to unhook the famous seat belt. Okay. And then all I got to do is hold this down. Because I'm filming, I don't have a free hand, but here we go. I'm now. There we go. It was hooked up. Now it's starting. There we go. And you can hear it. It's struggling a little bit, but I'm not touching it. Sometimes I help it, especially if I have two kayaks on the roof, then I'll definitely help it. But here it comes. It's coming up. So these are the actuators here. The main questions are going to be, well, first one is, you'll notice there are clamps that come with the actuators, and you can see the upper one I've had to modify slightly. Otherwise it's too big and the roof won't shut properly. That's what the unmodified one looks like down here. So there you go. There's a start. I'm going to switch over to the other side. Okay, same thing. This one's modified. You still, it's a little different than the other one, but it's still basically the same thing. The hole is changed to be a little lower. Oh, here's this one. I started to do a modification on. You can't really see it, and I ended up having to buy another set of brackets, by the way, to get the modifications right. But you can see this is where the modifications are. Once it's up, I can shut off the light, by the way, and now I can push the remote and nothing happens. All right, so finally, this is how you mount the up above. This just mounts to the existing holes. Down below, it's a little different. I use one of the holes. And it's different on the other side, and I'm going to probably make the other side like this one. That's why I'm showing you this one. Is I use the existing hole, and then there's another hole, and then I make another thing behind it, and I use what's known as a rivnut, which is basically a rivet that ends up being a threaded thing that you can bolt into. So I had to drill and insert a rivnut. Over on this side, I have two of them. You can see there's the two existing holes, and behind it there's a rivnut. On this side, I think I'm going to modify it and move this bracket forward a little bit, because you can imagine they're both not equal. Anyway, that's how this is done. And then to lower it, turn the light back on again. And I start to lower. And the nice thing about lowering is, you can go outside and lower it from outside. There it comes down, and then as it comes down partially, you can make sure that everything is tucked in properly. As you go around, I'm a little uneven on one side with this, but anyway, that's the basics. You guys can send in questions. Oh, I forgot one other thing. You guys want to know how? We'll bring it back up again, and I can't remember what the dimensions of the. Let's see. Did they say anything on this? What does it say? It has a speed, length. Oh, there you go. There's some information on it. 12 inches, 300. That should give you enough information that you need for what it is. But let me put it all the way up.